Well, Carrie, my first instrument ever was a bass guitar. I started my band when I was about 12 years old, and when we finally decided to get it going, my friend Carl was going to play drums, my friend Gonzalo already played guitar, so I played bass, and I sang lead vocals, and Carl did too, and he played drums and sang lead vocals. So I started on bass. Around 14 or 15, it got really hard to write songs on bass, and I was really getting into writing songs, so I got an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar and started learning how to play that and write on that. Hey Mark, that's a really good question because as my new record approaches, we're dealing a lot with new media more than ever before, and for me it's like we even have a new media publicist. We have a publicist specifically for new media, and it's just kind of become a thing. It just, you know, the internet is extremely strong and you can do a lot and you can advertise a lot, and there's just so much interactive stuff to do. I don't have a ton of experience with real radio yet, so but as a fan of music, I do miss record stores. I miss going to record stores, and I miss the power that radio had. I mean, radio is still great, but you know, it doesn't have the same power as it had. So it's a little tough. I miss it, but at the same time, I'm just getting used to it, like the podcasts and all that kind of stuff. It's just taking some getting used to, but I'm realizing how important it is, and I just want to be on top of it as much as possible so I don't miss it and I'm not behind things. So I'm getting used to it. I'm adjusting, just like I'm adjusting to people buying my record on iTunes and not actually buying my CD. I'm just adjusting. The build-up and all the marketing and the push into this record is for the first time not just me. So that's how it's very different. You know, there's my management, and there's the label, and there's some money there. So that's all really cool and new. And the big differences are new opportunities, new chances to either get my video placed on Yahoo and AOL. There's like you know, placements in like Borders and different stores. There's just new opportunities that I didn't have before that I'm getting at least the option to do. So that's really cool and different. Plus there's just more people having a say. There's, you know, it's still a small team, but there's a number of people. When we decided to make a video for Back Where I Started, I wanted to do a different song, and everyone else wanted to do that one, and I went, alright, well everyone wants to do it, I'm with it. But in the past I'd be like, I want to do the song, and I'll do this video, and I'll put my money into it. So that's been really weird, but in a cool way, because I still do everything I would normally do as if no one exists, but then there's also people helping me, so that's really cool. Hey Steph, how are you? What would I say to people I'm trying to get involved in? Well, it's kind of the speech I've been giving at shows lately, which is that I feel like what I'm putting out there and what everybody involved, fans and musicians around me, and what the record is standing for is fun, and that everything doesn't have to be so melodramatic and serious. That the singer-songwriter genre can have more fun and not be afraid to rock a little, not be afraid to be pop, and not be afraid to be ridiculous, you know, while still being, you know, sincere and sweet. So I just feel like what's going on and what my music and what my whole vibe is about now, and I feel like more than ever I figure that out, is just it's a good place to be. You know, it's a fun place, and it's comfortable, and it's exciting, and it's ridiculous, and it'll all continue to grow in all those ways. I feel like it's a good thing to be a part of. Like it's going somewhere. Hey Lonnie, my favorite song to record on this record, and still right now is my favorite song to listen to, is Holding Me Down, which, because I've been trying so desperately to find a way to kind of come back to the music that I love, and which is mostly bands, to find a way to have songs like them while still be a solo artist. And Holding Me Down was such a fun one. When Vic and I wrote that, we brought it to Slim, and Slim helped us fix it up. When I wrote that, I was like, okay, this song is cool. This song is different. this song sounds like something else, you know. And so recording it was really fun because all the musicians that played on it all liked playing on it because it was very they just had a lot of fun. It felt very 80s to them, and there was all these harmonized guitar parts, and everyone just had a really good time on it. And it's really fun to listen to. And if I ever get to make a video for it, it's going to be ridiculously hilarious. So that was really the most fun to record, and I had to push for it because it was kind of a weird song, so not everyone wanted it on the record, and I just kept pushing for it and pushing for it. So that one, holding me. Hey Ashley, one thing about myself, this is such an Ashley question to ask. She loves to challenge me with questions. One thing that no one else knows, I was insanely into the Ninja Turtles when I was a kid, very, very much, and here's the thing that no one else knows. So I wanted to take karate. I never took karate. I really don't know why, but I really, really wanted to take gymnastics because I wanted to do all the flips and everything like that. And I remember I went to a birthday party at a gymnastics place where you can jump around and flip and jump on trampolines and stuff. And I realized, you know what, gymnastics is not for me. It was a little fancy, little dainty just in spirit. So I never did it. And I never took karate, but I still love the Ninja Turtles. Hey Megan, that's a good question. The way I pick cover songs to cover live is, I'm going to answer it in two ways. The way I pick cover songs to cover live is I find ones that are familiar, that people know, but that, you know, it's not like Brown Eyed Girl. They haven't heard it so many times, like, you know, they're almost numb to it. And the trick is also to find songs that you sing really great, but you don't sing, but it's not an obvious cover. Like, I wouldn't cover, like, Pearl Jam or Nickelback or something, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't cover those because maybe my voice kind of fits that. But as far as guitar playing, you know, I don't know, I pick songs that I just like to sing and play guitar, so I never really pick anything that's going to be really hard to play. But I guess it's a matter of trial and error. You know, if it feels fun to play, it feels good to play, then that's a great, you know, that's a great cover. It's something that you can do well, but also lets you kind of step out of yourself and be something different. That's the good thing about a cover, is you get to take someone else's song and what they did and be them a little bit, or, you know, or be that song a little bit. So just trial and error, because some covers I thought were going to be awesome and just were lame as all hell. So it just kind of takes a little time. My favorite song on the new record, like I said, Holding Me Down was one of my favorite songs to record, but my favorite song on the new record is All I Want, which is the 4th track on the record. And it was funny because I loved it, and when I play it live, it's the one, if I need to get people's attention, especially acoustic, it gets people's attention. But now that it's done and people have started to hear it, friends and whatever, I get it now even more. And when I did it at someone's wedding recently, and then even more, I was like, oh wait, maybe this is the special song on the record. So it's just be kind of, you know, it's like, there's a lot of cool rock songs and all this kind of stuff, but that one just kind of hits the mark, I think, the best. So All I Want is my favorite. My CD release is August 19th at the Roxy, which is the coolest thing ever, because honestly that was the place I wanted to do the release, and I can't believe that they were like, we want to do the release. So that's where it's going to be, which means it's going to be an insanely great rock show. PinkabooLA and Leland Grant are opening, and that's going to be a great time. I'm going to get PinkabooLA on something for sure, and I have the best opening and the best closing, which are both cover songs, which will be hilariously awesome. So be there August 19th, it's all ages. Bring all your friends. I promise you, it'll be a good time. 8 o'clock, August 19th, the Roxy in LA.